My name is Manju Kalanidhi, and I am with the New Indian Express. As part of the TNIE videos, today we have with us actor Vijay Verma. Welcome, Vijay, to the TNIE videos.
Thank you so much.
So, all of us are very familiar with Vijay's work, but he's been nicknamed the busy bee of Bollywood, and he's never seemed to have it so good. In the pandemic, when the entire Bollywood was dreading the pandemic, that was when Vijay was most busiest, and he has had about 8 releases in the last 2 years. That's phenomenal. And so, Vijay, is it true that you spent more time in your makeup van than in your home in the last 1 year?
Yeah, last 1 year, I've actually spent more time in my vanity van, which has been traveling with me across India right now, to whichever location I'm shooting in. I realized that when I was just looking at my pictures, and every time I come home, I just feel like I'm kind of, it's like a hotel room I walk into and I have to leave in 2 days. So I barely spent any time in my home. But finally, with all the work that I'm supposed to do for this year, I've done it. So I am on a very happy break right now, and which might be a longish break for me now because I don't plan to resume shooting because I've really like overworked this year.
And that's a great place to be for any actor, right? You have so much work that you look forward. So how many years did it take you to arrive at this place, and how did you manifest this position, this extremely enviable position?
It took a lot of waiting for sure. It took a lot of patience. I came to Bombay in 2008, so we are in 2021. That's 13 years. I could say 13 years of being at it has resulted in few successes and more failures. And now at a place where I just enjoy the work so much that work keeps flowing in.
Okay, of course. So, Vijay, what are the lessons you have learned in your career? I mean, perhaps one mistake that you did and one right thing that you did that you're here today.
One mistake that I did. I don't know if it is a mistake, but I kind of waited for my work to come out. Like I had done things and they were not finding a release and stuff. This was back in 2011, 12, 13, 14, whatever, all these years. A lot of my work got stuck and I waited because I did not take more work because I just managed to get something and I hoped this work will come out and then it will be an easier path for me. But that waiting for those films to come out was a time that I had lost. Uh, and what is a good thing I did? I think one thing I did well was to train myself very rigorously to become an actor.
When you say train, what goes? I mean, did you actually take a formal training?
I did. I studied acting at the Film Institute for 2 years. I was doing theater in Hyderabad for a year. I was doing theater in Bombay for 2 years before I got into films.
Okay, lovely. Not many know that you have a Hyderabad connection. Now, of course, I know, and we'll come to your role of playing the Hyderabadi in Imtiaz Ali Shi. But before that, tell your fans about what connection you have with Hyderabad, how long you've lived here, and yeah.
I mean, it's not a connection. I am from Hyderabad. I'm originally a Hyderabadi who was born and raised there. I did my school there. I did my college there. Only left Hyderabad when I was 21, 22. So all those years I was actually in Hyderabad, and I still keep going back to the city because my family lives there, my parents and my siblings and their families. So it is my hometown, and I started my acting journey there. I was a theater actor. I joined a theater group there before I went to Film Institute. So that way it is, I belong to Hyderabad. It's my city. And I actually did one Telugu film as well, called MCA in Telugu. So then of course she happened. Imtiaz Ali wrote this really interesting part for which they were looking for an actor who can speak Hyderabadi or can pull off a Hyderabadi accent. And I think the casting people knew me in my past, and they had to wait because I was busy for a month. They waited for a month before I came back, and I read the part, and they immediately signed me on.
Yeah, I mean, Sasya is really a unique character. And I guess you being brought up in Hyderabad has made you, I'm sure you didn't even have lines written for you. It was such a, like, trademark Hyderabadi
It
dialogues,
is,
isn't it?
but on the contrary, there were lines written, and I also found out that they found a very good the Hyderabadi dialogue writer for that for the dialogues. At the same time, Imtiaz also knows Imtiaz and his brothers Arif. They also have some connection in Hyderabad or around Hyderabad. They've heard the language so much through some family or relative, so they kind of know the language and they enjoyed the language so much that they wanted to write that in. So I when I was doing it, of course, I kind of brought my references and my imagery and my imagination, at the same time my experiences from the city to play that part. And I had to completely get rid of the Bombaya because they can seep into each other. The accents, the Bombaya accent and the Hyderabadi accent can seep into each other because there are a lot of words which go in both the accents. So because I had just done Gully Boy, I didn't want the effect of Gully Boy to travel into Sasya. So then I spent a lot of phone calls with my friends in Hyderabad just to kind of revive how it sounds and how they speak. And वो थोड़ा ज्यादा बोलना, बड़ी बड़ी बातें करना, है ना, लंबी लंबी छोड़ना, घुमा घुमा के बोलना, वो सारी जो हैदराबादी अदाएं हैं, I had to bring that back.
Nice. Awesome, awesome. And I was also reading about your post recently where you talked about extremely immersive shoot. I mean, so what kind of emotional or physical or mental transformation, body transformations that you have to undergo for a role? What is your process of prepping for a role?
I'm kind of on the lazy side as an actor in terms of working out and stuff. So I've never really took up challenges to change my body because I just don't like to put myself through that kind of a rigor. But it might change now because I have 3-4 months ahead of me, where I am not going to be shooting, but I will be getting ready for something which I can't speak about, for which there will be a bit of a physical transformation. But it's mostly to do with the psyche, like understanding the thought process and the emotional responses of certain individuals, which are different than yours. And of course, language. I keep that as a very high place, the language, because I feel like if you can speak close to the land, then you're doing half the job is done. So I work on the skills that I can work on. And I don't even get like a full dadi to change my face, but I do everything in my capacity to change something inside me that can work.
Right. Beautiful. And so we all know that you come from a theater background. You went to Mumbai and struggled. So I don't know. I mean, would you like to talk about how not having a godfather actually helped you? Because you could start on a fresh plate, no image, no expectations. Is that actually an advantage? Sometimes you are a brand newcomer, rank newcomer. Does it work for you sometimes?
It works from individual. For me, it works because I never enjoyed authority. I never enjoyed anybody telling me things. मतलब मैं father की नहीं सुनता, godfather की कहाँ से सुनूंगा? So I like it this way because I can afford to make the choices that I make, and I can own the results of it, good or bad or ugly, whatever it is. So the success or failure are completely my lessons, and I can learn from it and make changes. And also like I don't know. I think it's the issue with authority somewhere that I don't want anybody to guide me in a. I mean, I enjoy taking help. I do ask for suggestions, and there are people who are always phone call away when it comes to giving me advice. But to kind of monitor me and guide me through a process, I particularly enjoy faltering, stumbling, and picking up myself and walking on the path that I like.
Lovely. So you like to make mistakes and then learn from there.
Yeah, I mean, we will continue to make mistakes. There's no other way. This, yeah, I don't remember doing one job without making mistakes. So I'm not afraid of
Right.
making mistakes.
That's how I think it should work. And so tell us about your upcoming movies. I mean, I know you have worked with Alia. I mean, are you allowed to talk? And if you are, what can we expect from you in 2022?
We did Darlings this year, and it was one of the most fascinating experience for me. It's a very juicy part, and um, it's a very, I mean, it's a very colorful story, and it has all shades, and it has shades of dark as well. It's a dark humor, and a genre that I deeply enjoy. And getting a chance to do something like that with such phenomenal stalwarts was a dream come true for me. And what can be expected in Darling? I can say that it's going to. I have a feeling it's a story uh, that will bring a lot of conversations on the table for sure.
And what about web series? Are you also have you also signed up something, or what about you personally getting into production? Considering so many actors are doing that these days, is that on the pipeline? In the pipeline?
I mean, so since I have the time now, next 3 4 months, I'm thinking of doing something more apart from being collaborating as an actor. But I don't know what it is. I think I'll need some time to think about it. But I do want to venture into something else as well. It could be anything. It could be from production to writing to maybe going and learning a new skill. I don't know. I want to use that time.
Okay. And what about South movies, especially Telugu? I don't know. Does it work differently compared to Bollywood? I mean, in Bollywood, you have a lot more auditions. There's a casting director. Does that work similar in Telugu, Tollywood, or is it more like word of the mouth? Who's been lucky in the team? How different is it?
I'm yet to meet a casting director in the South. It's usually one of the director's assistants called Ki Sir is making a film. You want 15 days in Jan, 10 days in Feb, and 3 days in March. So that's how they're so specific about what they require from you. And then if you have the dates, then they talk about the other stuff. Uh, but definitely a different system. But I enjoy the professionalism that South has in terms of timetable, in terms of keeping the period of the shoot and the lunch breaks and everything. It's just like very well organized and Telugu industry. I feel like from very little experience I have, also like it really like the conversations are always about hit or flop, so that kind of pressure is there working in Telugu film. They're always judging the film on that meter where it can be a hit or a flop, um, where the success of the film is measured like that, which I personally am not a big fan of. Um, but I do want to work. I want to work not just in Telugu. I want to try other languages because I figured when I did that Telugu film, my Telugu is not that good, not good at all actually. I just know few words I can get around the city. I figured that it requires another level of focus to say those lines. And since I did not use a dubbing artist, I did my own voice. I figured that it really sharpens you as an actor, and I do want to take up another larger than life kind of a role there.
Okay. Okay. And whose work among your peers do you kind of envy? Maybe releases in the last 1 or 2 years. Arey yaar, this could have been me kind of a role.
There have been some phenomenal new breakthroughs. I saw some stellar work happen. I feel like everything that Sania is doing is brilliant. Sania Malhotra. From Pagleto, I saw Meenakshi Sundareshwaram. She's incredible.
Yeah.
Sundareshwaram or Sundaram.
Yeah.
I think she's stellar. and I enjoyed Bhagat Singh a lot. Vicky was driving it. Enjoyed White Tiger.
Mhm.
Um, I think Scam and Patal Lok both these roles, which kind of made me not envious, but I definitely felt like there was a lot there which I could learn from.
Mhm. Okay. Normally, actors do transition from a local wherever. I mean, like if you're a Marathi actor, you want to do in Bollywood, and if you're from Telugu or Tamil, you want to do. Now, have you ever tried perhaps auditioning for a Hollywood role? Is that something that is even in the minds of Bollywood actors?
So, I mean, there are certain things that come to me where I have to like learn a few scenes and perform and do a test and stuff. But I when I started out, I did so much of it before I got right kind of work that I am kind of like bored of it. I don't want to test anymore. I want to be trusted with the role right now and give me time and I can deliver kind of a mind space. So those opportunities which are coming, I'm not really like making them count because I don't want to go through the process of proving myself at this stage in life. But let's see. But you never know. Uh, you never know.
So you're done with those kind of auditions. I think you want people to see your work and then say, okay, you are for this role, and that's how it should
Yeah,
be.
I want to be offered now. Yeah, that's what is happening in here in Hindi films. So I would hope that the trend follows in the West as well.
Of course. And so have you made Mumbai your home, and you just visit South once in a while? Have you kind of shifted to Mumbai now?
I still say Hyderabad is the home because if I speak to a friend, मैं बोलूँगा कि हाँ मैं घर जा रहा हूँ. So that means I'm going to Hyderabad. So
Oh,
again, Mumbai is a home, but this is my Mumbai home. But home for me is Hyderabad, where my parents are, where my family is. Uh, but yeah, I have a little cute bachelor pad, which I consider as a very safe space, very nice space, a space where I completely spend the day. Uh, I'm very happy to do that right now because I couldn't do it through the year. So yeah, it is home for me now. Mumbai more is a karma bhumi than janma bhumi for me. So
wow. Okay. And what are your other interests? Are you into singing, martial arts, dance, photography? While
singing,
I
I mean, singing I wouldn't dare because I'm terrible at it. Dance, I'm too shy, so I can't dance in front of anybody. Uh, I am taking up a few interests. Like I I enjoy reading, so I read. I enjoy again like I was a film buff, so I'm getting back to that. I enjoy my video games a lot. Um, and then this has been the new uh, craze for me. Uh,
oh,
all the sneakers you see behind. I like to collect them. And my new interest is to be there for
yeah.
everybody's birthdays and parties and
Okay.
anniversaries. And
So you feel normal, you have a life kind of a feeling.
yeah,
Okay.
I want to, yeah.
Okay. Superb,
And I enjoy
superb.
doing
And
yoga a lot.
yoga, oh, lovely. Great to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And before we wrap up, I want you to say something really cool in Hyderabadi for all your
Okay.
Hyderabad fans.
हैदराबाद के लोग मेरी बात सुनो. तुम लोग सच्चा को इतना प्यार दे रहे, इधर से उधर से सब जगह से मैसेज आते हैं मेरे को. लोग वॉइस मैसेज भेज रहे, सड़क पे पकड़ पकड़ के बोल रहे, सच्चा भाई कहाँ है तुम, सीजन 2 में शी के सीजन 2 में आ रहे नहीं आ रहे, आ रहे नहीं आ रहे. बोला मेरे को मार दे जी, गला काट दे मेरा तुम्हारे सामने, तुम लोग कैसी बात कर रहे. हो गया जो होना था एक सीजन में. बट या
फुल खिराक बोले जी आप.
एकदम किराक बोलती है, अंगार लगा दी.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Vijay. It was fun talking to you, and of course, as much fun as watching you on screen. And we
Thank
wish
you.
you all the very best for your future projects.